Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lauren Walker, the Skull Brothers.
All right, welcome to another edition of the Sports Card Talk Show. We are on episode 194.
It's crazy.
I think it's crazier how many videos we've done, but
yeah,
episode 194 we'll call it. It's been a hectic couple weeks, and I know the one big question on my mind is, did you break your no buying with your paycheck?
Oh, we're going to start with that.
We're starting with that.
Well, I did buy a card this week.
Okay, was it with your paycheck money, or did you?
Well, I did sell a small package to a kid that I've had some deals with on Instagram, and it was $20. I sent him a package for like $20. The card I bought was for $20, but then with the shipping and taxes, it was closer to $30. But I also, in a box that we're about to open, it should have a check in it that should more than cover that extra $7.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but no, it's funny that I made this pact with myself, or with you, maybe with the audience.
I was gonna say you did it on the show, man.
I actually, one of our buddies called me up out of the blue yesterday, and one of the first, he goes, "Are you seriously not buying cards anymore, Lauren?" I'm like, yeah. Well, I told him that I bought this card, but it was funny. It was a card, and it was listed for $40 or $50. I get an offer on it, offer from the seller.
Okay.
Because I've added it it was either added to my cart or my watch list. Best offer of $30. I'm like, oh, I click on it, and it's listed for $20, but buy it now for $20. I'm like, so the seller sent me the best offer and then lowered the price of the card down to $20. And at that point, this card, we'll see it in the future. It probably will make a mail day. It definitely will, because this was a can't hit the buy it now button. Had I made $20 or not, I was buying this card.
Oh man, that is funny.
Yeah, the thing is I remember listening to John at the Sports Card podcast, and he said you gotta, he had to set up rules for himself, but he goes, when it comes down to it, sometimes rules got to be broken. Right. So, but the rules have kept me really in check. I'm not buying, Yeah,
because didn't you have one where you were like in the bidding process and you backed out of it and you said no? I could have swore you said there was one.
Oh, yep. There was a card, and it was like, it's funny that we're getting into some slab talk, but it was in a no-name slab company. I never even heard of it before, never. And it wasn't even a 10, which is like, it seems like all those no-name slabs are always 10s.
Right.
But it was like a snakeskin Danielle Hunter, and I don't have a Danielle. I don't even know if I have a snakeskin card, and I wanted it, and it got down under a minute. I had my bid in there, and I went, and I just backed out.
Wow, man. I got to give you credit for that one, because that would have been an automatic buy.
Yep.
Or at least an automatic bid.
Mm-hmm. It would have for sure, dude. I would have been maybe opening that card on today's mail.
You probably would have. Oh, man. So let's talk your submission to DC Sports 87. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since we shot.
Yep. And it's funny because I think it was on Monday. I finally, I don't know, it was early in this week, and you called me and you had this energy to you, and you were talking about it. And I was like, I just sat down and I finally started like putting the cards in clean top loaders, because like the juice the energy you were putting off got me kind of like, I got to get this done. And I got them all ready. I think I got them all boxed up. I snapped a picture of the box ready to go. And then like the next day, like, did you mail it? And I'm like, nope.
It's in the box, ready to go, mind you.
Yeah. So then, you pretty much like, yeah, I kind of figured you would wait until the day we're shooting our video, and I actually got it out a day before we shot the video. But
Right.
I think we both pretty much know that when the chips are down and it's the 11th hour, that's when I perform my best.
Right. It's so funny because you're like, well, what's the outline for the show? And I made sure I put that, and I made sure I had that clear as day. DC Sports 87 update. Where is it at? And I was gonna put, is it gonna be in before we do the show? That's too funny.
It is.
So, how do you feel like the process went? Like getting the cards ready, getting the form ready. I mean, do you feel like it was pretty easy?
Really easy.
Yeah,
really easy.
Now they should get the cards early next week.
I'm hoping hopefully by like over the weekend to Monday. I mean,
yeah,
I have the tracking number. I'll have to like track that. I mean,
right. And now you did under 20, so they said they'll have them up in 2 days, I think is what it says.
Yep.
That's their turnaround right now.
Yep. And I'm hoping my hope is that I make $1,000 on the cards.
Right.
That's how much insurance I put on the box. So it can also get lost on the way there, and the post office can pay me whatever.
Yeah. That's too funny. So it'd be interesting to watch how that goes. So the next time, well, no, because we're gonna probably be having a few shows before we actually get an update on that. At least 2 more shows, maybe. Something like that. Which will come up as we get going here. So another thing that I called you about earlier in the week is doing some grading. And well, let's talk about PSA first. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So our buddy, now he did this on his video, so I don't think he'll care that we say who it is. But Alex at Palm Beach Sports Cards did a video, and he was doing a PSA reveal, and he was letting other people get in on a sub because he didn't have enough cards, at the time to do it. So I just reached out and said, hey, if we sent a couple cards, can we do a couple with you? And he said, sure. So so then it was like, oh, well, we got to pick a couple cards. So well, I'll put the little video right here, but you want to watch as well?
Yeah.
All right. So obviously it'll be dubbed over this, but
Allen Robinson.
So the first one,
Joe Burrow. Nice.
So the first one was in a box battle.
This one because it's not in our fantasy league lineup.
So the first one was a Joe Burrow Gold Reactive. We actually hit that one going in a box battle against a buff man. So we decided to do that one. And it's kind of funny because the first time we did a submission, we were so into getting the cards ready. Yeah. And this time I think we literally took it out of the case and put it in the sleeve and sent it. And then after we sent it, I'm like, dude, we didn't do anything to the card.
Yeah.
We didn't make sure there was no fingerprints. So who knows what it's going to come back as. But we got it out.
Yeah.
And to him. Excuse me. So this next one, let's see here. The next one we did is actually in another box battle we did. And this one was against Burke. It was the Ram Bam remix box. Now, mind you, this was my box, and I think Lauren had a better reaction than I did.
There's so much I love about that card, man. I really like.
It's great. So that one is Josh Allen draft day signature from Luminance. He's in his college uni, but it's on card.
Yeah.
It's a nice card. You had me laughing there. Yeah, so those are the 2 cards. And come to find out, if you have an autograph card, that has to go separate if you want the autograph grade on it. So I think he's going to have a autograph submission and then a regular submission going out.
That's kind of weird that you can't put them all in the same box.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but gosh darn it. So, I think I just wanted to talk a little bit about the PSA. The reason that I think we did it is resale.
Yeah, it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah. As much as I would like to have done it with somebody else, if we're going to resell them, it's got to go to PSA.
Yeah.
At this point.
It does. And that's, you know that I've never been a fan of the PSA slab.
No.
But when it comes to the dollars, I would say I definitely own way more BGS than
I think
PSA slabs. If we were to go, that would be interesting for me to go and count all my slabs and give a count number.
So I have to give you a date and then hope you have it done at the 11th hour. Okay.
Yeah, but that I'm actually intrigued to see how right I am.
Yeah,
you know?
I am curious. Yeah, that would be interesting. Maybe we'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's purely for resale value. So both those cards will be available when the time comes, I believe, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. I say that now, but I have a hard time selling.
I think
I know you do too.
I think like they'll definitely will want to sell like August 21st or September 1st, like right on the eve of the NFL season.
Right.
I mean, both Josh Allen and Joe Burrow are, one's a Super Bowl playing quarterback, and Allen's been in the MVP conversations for a couple of years now. So
right. So the second one, and this one I'm actually excited for. I'm actually doing a PC card, and I'm actually utilizing a new company. Saw him on Instagram. I saw him quite a while ago. It's called Rare Edition, and I'll probably have a picture of their Instagram page up and show it. But this one was purely for PC purposes, because who knows what it's going to be. They're like somebody had mentioned, there's all kinds of grading companies. It's kind of whatever. But I really like this one. I showed you a couple pictures, and I think you're on board with liking them.
Yeah, I think we watched at least one reveal video too, and I really like him. I really like him, dude.
Yeah.
So, they honestly, like, if these guys get the reputation of being great graders, I think their case is by far and away the coolest looking case there is. I can't wait to have this in hand.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
This blew my mind. Now I know we're early getting the cards in, and I can't say this for sure, but I'm assuming they're not getting bombarded with.
They're waiting at the mailbox for cards to come in.
Dude, I mailed this out on the 21st.
Yeah.
At like 4:30. By Monday, they had received it. By Tuesday, it was graded, and it's going to be at my door tomorrow.
I know.
Now, we're both busy tomorrow. You have your son's show, which is exciting. So we just can't really. We were waiting to try and do the video until we had the card in hand and be like, dude, 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the card in hand, and yeah, I'm just kind of blown away. And I'll put up a couple of little screenshots because it's kind of hard to believe. Like, I think I texted you, mind blown. They already received it. I know. Next day, it's already graded. It's on its way back.
The ones, all I can think is the submission that we did do a year or two ago, and we just were waiting and waiting and wait. Like, we just caught the
storm.
We just missed getting. If we'd gotten in a couple weeks prior, we probably would have gotten it back real fast, and it turned into, I don't know, 6 weeks, 2 months wait or something. So
I was going to try and be a little bit more prepared, but since I'm going to get the card tomorrow, I'm going to actually probably do a reveal, possibly even tomorrow. I might go live, well, which this video will barely be out, and I might go live because we're going to put this one out a little early. Yeah, there's a lot of features on these, and well, for one, the subgrades are positioned on the back. The front of the card just looks really cool. I don't know. I really like it. Like I said, I saw this months ago and I thought about doing it. This is the only knock that I'll give them, is that it's rare edition. And I just didn't feel like the card that I didn't have a card that I could send in that would be, you know.
How many of those, though, have you actually seen on eBay since you've been...
I haven't even looked.
Oh, you haven't looked since you got yours?
No.
Okay, but I mean, you are looking for a couple of other guys that are in...
Oh, you mean for... What do you mean?
I'm talking about the card that you...
The card itself?
The card itself, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I actually probably have half of the set. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about that card alone, though. Like, I mean, that the one you got...
Oh, yeah. I've probably seen, since I started looking for that set, 3 times I've seen them.
And this is what,
maybe?
like a year's time, over a year's time? I mean, that to me seems kind of rare.
Yeah, I guess. Well, the other kicker is if you're on Instagram, I'm sure you probably know who Spinotron. I don't know, it's Spinotron. Has an amazing collection, and he was kind of talking about rare edition, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah,
you know,
when his rare editions are 101
rare
logo,
editions,
man.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, those are rare editions. And it's not a knock on them. It was a hurdle that I had to get over.
Yeah.
You know, now I will say this too. I got an email from the CEO, Alex, on Tuesday, you know, and I just assumed it was just a forum thing.
Yeah. Hey,
your card is ready. And, if you're on social, And I will say too, I did this on my personal account, all that other fun stuff. Not that we're by any stretch a big channel or, a big presence anywhere. We're just a couple guys from northern Minnesota, but I didn't want it to be attached to they have a YouTube channel and, we'll pump this out. Oh no, it was nothing like that. The one thing that I am a little bit disappointed with is I paid for a 30-day service because I wanted to get it back so we could do it for the show, and it came back in a week, and if I would have did 30, would it have come back in that amount of time? But I'm excited to show everybody the presentation. Of course I want you to watch ours, but there are other videos out there that are showing it now, starting to come out a little bit. But yeah, what they're doing is great. But back to that form letter, I just emailed him back thinking, well, he probably will never see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, he responded back. So that was cool. I think he's the CEO over there. So responsive and, well, to be honest with you, I didn't even have to message anything, Yeah. I looked on Monday. I'm like, I wonder if they got him. Oh, yeah, grading in progress. I'm like, well, is that just a form? It kicks in once they get it. Oh, no, next day it's on its way back.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. So, I don't know. I think they're cool looking. Look them up on, well, you can look at rareedition.com. We actually have their website up right now.
If you're on Instagram, they're Rare Edition on Instagram.
Yep. I would definitely check them out. Now, we'll be the first ones to say, we're not pumping anything. Nobody's, telling us to do this.
No.
Stuff that we like, we enjoy. I mean, where's that one card, Lauren? If you follow what we say,
Gosh, I don't know. I had a card sitting here. I have a... I don't know where I put it, dude. But
you'll end up with tie-dye searches, and you'll end up with some player from the Texans.
Yeah.
that you're not really sure who it is.
No.
But it's a cool tie-dye card.
You can put a picture of the card, and his name is Ross Blaylock, and it's a tie-dye card, and it showed up on my tie-dye feeds, and I bought it.
Right. So, but that kind of goes back to want to make sure that you're collecting what you like, how you like, just everybody, and make it fun. Like I subbed to this new company because I like their slabs, and it's going to be PC. the card that I did, it's going to be prone to not having grade very well, is my guess. Like if I got a 8, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm going to do the whole set. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the whole set. Now, there's a couple of cards that I have to get. One is up for sale. Just too much. I don't know if I want to spend that much money for it. I can wait. The kicker is I think I told you Kevin Durant was one of them, and an SGC 10 popped up. I was on the phone, and usually I have a timer set, and I didn't have my timer set. It expired. It went for $33. 30, and it was an SGC 10. Now I would have had to break it out of the case to send it, but $33. I was so mad. That's the only time I've ever seen Kevin Durant pop up in that search.
Wow.
And LeBron is the other player that is out there right now, and I've only seen him pop up 4 times.
Oof.
And the other players pop up a little bit more frequently, but the big 3 are tough in the set. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. Like I want to get this card in my possession first, and I want to see it. And if it's half as cool as I think it is, like based on other ones that I watched, I think I might do the whole set, 15 card set. I think it's going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the cases. Like I said, like these cases are so cool. We were talking before we started shooting, but when it's a PC card and you don't really care what the grade is on it, why does the grade even matter? Like we were talking about vanity cases or whatever. Yeah. And like to me, I like the fact that they put the subgrades on the back because it makes the front look less cluttered. Yep. And I'm like, we were actually talking about another company that seems to possibly be falling out of the market. I don't know, but I'm like, I just like their slabs. Yep. That's my biggest knock on PSA is I hate that generic red and white label on it.
Right. Yeah. So that's the fun that we've been up to. I was so hoping that we could have got that. I was hoping today when I got home that it was going to be there. Busted out right here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go live. I want to go live on both, so we might have to figure out if we can get both of our phones going before you go do your thing tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have a really short day at work because they're going on at like 7 at night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe this weekend we'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you want to bring up that one mail real quick?
Yeah. So, whenever, when we finally get another episode, whatever it was, like a month ago, guy reached out and said, "Hey, do you still have this card available?" And that's why I felt like, well, like I said, it wouldn't have mattered with that card that I bought this past week because I was getting it no matter what. But this you can
make yourself feel better about it.
This should have a check in it that should pay for the rest of the shipping in it and stuff.
Sure.
So I'm actually not in the hole on cards. The last however long it was, so 2 weeks, month.
Sure.
So, and he's sending, oh wow. He sent us, his name is Jay. He is not on any kind of social platform. He's just a fan of the show, but he sent us this. He wants us to box break that.
Okay.
We each, I think how many?
10 packs.
Okay,
so 5 packs each.
So we'll each get 5 packs and we'll bust it. And from that, we get to whoever has the best card. I think we're going to do a lottery and we each get to, pick one card at a time.
Oh, okay. So there's a stack of cards there.
Out of a stack of cards here. So,
all right, cool.
So that was just kind of his idea. I like it. I like the fact that, and we're doing this. He actually wants another card from me, and I'm sending it's kind of a trade deal. But I like the idea that he had, and this looks like my check. So,
Awesome.
So,
Well, thanks, Jay.
Yeah, thanks, Jay.
That's awesome. So are we going to do this maybe on a separate...
Yeah. Yep.
We haven't done a showdown series box battle between us in a while.
Not a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I have any 20. Oh, no. Like, I know for a fact I got that Peacock of Antonio Gibson.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny because 2020 Mosaic came out and all the colored cards were a few bucks a piece for any player, really. And that's the same way it is this year. I see 2021 Daniil Hunters, and they're $2-3 a piece in the same exact color from 2020 of Daniil Hunter is like, you can pick them up for under $1 on ComC. So
right.
I'm just like, I'm waiting a year if I'm going to pick up any colored.
Right.
And I'm talking about the non-numbered retail stuff.
Yeah.
The hobby stuff is crazy on prices.
You almost got to jump on it. When you see it.
You do.
Just since you mentioned that, I'm just going to say this real quick too, because it's a big release month for a lot of products, and Phoenix and Revolution both come out, and I like both those products. And the boxes are crazy expensive, and the singles are going to be crazy expensive, but just wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you just said, you're getting those for under $1 on ComC.
Yeah,
I was going to say wait 2 months. We might have to wait a little bit longer, but there's so many products coming out now that it won't be long, and those single prices will come down. You know,
Phoenix for football.
Yep.
And Revolution for basketball.
Yeah. I actually was just in a break with Mike over at Cardmanic. Hit a couple nice Vikings cards. Nothing too crazy, but a couple nice ones. So I'm excited to get that in. I'll have to show you.
Speaking of Revolution, it was Pacific Revolution back in the 90s.
Yep.
And you can go on, and I think Pacific Revolution in the 90s must have been like they must have made a ton of it, or it's just not, and the cool cards are so cool, and you can pick them up, like really cool cards of guys like Dan Marino or John Elway, or
Hall of Famers.
For a couple, Hall of Famers for a couple bucks, and they're just as cool as Revolution cards are today.
Yeah.
I really think that's a really underrated 1990s product is the Pacific Revolution. Hockey cards even.
Yeah.
Like I have some hockey cards just because I like the look of the Revolution. It's
right. Maybe we should do a little dive on that, and each of us pick up a few of those and show those off.
Yeah.
That might be kind of fun,
especially
since you got a little bit of funds to be able to go buy them without feeling guilty.
Well, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that my consignment pays off, and I still like the practicing whatever the word is, some conservative being conservative.
Sure.
I'm like, it's kind of weird not checking out my mailbox and opening up some CJ Hams and Teddy Bridgewater.
Right. Oh, that's too funny. Well, man, I think we covered everything. You know, we have a couple things coming up that we're going to be getting into. So we have a couple of things lined up down the road. We're hoping to have another show next Friday. We'll see if we get it turned around. We're hoping.
Yeah.
And we'll do this mail day. Super jacked about that. Usually I do pretty well in these box battles. So
yeah. I don't know what our record is against each other, but I know that I at least pulled one out against you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I might have had two. Like I felt like I was on a little bit of a winning streak.
I think you did. Yeah, I think you ended up going on a little bit of winning streak. Anything else to cover? I think we covered about just about everything, huh?
Yep.
All right, that'll bring episode 194 to a close.
Skull Brothers out.